on-chain metrics that are bullish, while the sentiment is very bearish and the fear and greed index is down. Sounds to me like a perfect time for a rally. Not only that, the DXY is on the clock. The DXY is ticking. The DXY is floating in the sky. Even though the United States has printed the dollar to an oblivion, somehow it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I believe it is artificially high right now. And when that comes down, Bitcoin and the crypto market will move inversely to that. And no, I'm not just making that up. If you take the DXY chart and you invert the chart, you invert the DXY, and then you lay it over the Bitcoin chart, it almost matches perfectly. It is a very close match. Why? Because they move inversely. What is up, guys? North Digital Assets coming at you with another video. This video will be on the crypto market as a whole. We will also touch on XRP and possibly Curve. So I know I haven't released a video or as many videos lately. I've been extremely busy selling my house, working on my house. I was working on my house like 10 hours a day. And then I went to sell the house on my own for sale by owner. And I ended up saying, never mind, called a realtor, and voila, sold, done. So anyways, I'm back with a video. So buckle up. I've got one hell of a video for you today. We're going to take a look at a lot of different things here. I remain bullish. I remain bullish on all the videos I've released. I remain bullish on the crypto market. And I remain bullish that we will get wave 5 or that we are in wave 5 right now. It just has a slow start. If you want to be shaken out, then go ahead and exit your positions and wait on the sidelines and try to get back in lower, or wait for some confirmation signals of some more bullish trends from the market to re-enter. You might not get as good of a price as you have now on your coins. You might end up losing even more. Personally, I'm doing none of that. Nothing's going to shake me out right now. I'm holding all my bags. I'm holding everything. I'm not getting rid of anything. I even have a lot of Cardano at $1.40. A lot of Cardano, thousands of dollars of Cardano at $1.40. I bought some cheaper than that also, but I'm just saying I'm not up on everything by any means, not at all. I do have some good entry points, but you get the point. Anyways, North Digital Assets. On this channel, we cover Casper, Curve, ADA, XRP, HBAR, VeChain, API 3, CKB. We cover Bitcoin, on-chain data, Glassnode, all that good stuff. Like and subscribe. We're going to take a look here at Credible Crypto, what he has 5 hours ago, okay? We made one more push down to tag my second target at 38.5. Would now like to see some relief. If our bottom is in, looking for a push to as high as the red region before a pullback to make a higher low above 38K before continuation to 45K plus. If you pull his drawing up here, you have the weekly retest area, and we're in this green, and we're seeing a little bit of price action right now, not a whole lot. I think Bitcoin's around $40,000. We'll look at the chart here in a minute. But if I zoom up here, scroll up here on Credible Crypto, what he put up 4 hours ago, this is exact. This is spot on to my thinking. I think that me and Credible Crypto think very similarly. Mid-cycle corrections are designed to shake you out, and they're quite effective. Yes, of course they're quite effective. If they weren't, then it wouldn't work. There'd be no Elliott wave theory. There'd be no psychology of the market. There'd be no shakeouts. There'd be no fear and greed index. Okay? Yes, it's quite effective. Yes, that's how it works. And yes, that is why I believe that the most of the crypto market is bearish right now. When you see these polls on YouTube and Twitter, you see these polls, the people that are, even if those polls say, 55% bear to 45 bull, well, the people that are voting in those polls are ones that are sticking around on Twitter and YouTube. And that is, those people are typically bullish biased in the first place. So, I mean, those polls don't really tell you too much. I believe that when you look at the fear and greed index, it's very low right now. People are fearful. People think it is a bear market. And so the majority thinks that, which I think is good. It's good. The majority of the market is going bearish, yet Bitcoin has been holding this 38, 40,000 very strong, and we'll show that with some support lines, but you can see all this area right here, what I'm circling with my mouse, has been holding this 38, 40,000 and got this slow climb while everyone is bearish. So to me, that is very bullish because I'm a contrarian. I like to try to think different than everyone else. Anyways, if I click this is what I've been saying the whole time. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, Wave 5. But this is what I've said in all my videos for months. High, higher high, low, higher low. You're still in an upward trend, and I'll speak more on that soon here. Miles J. Creative here is posting all kinds of good stuff all the time, but he had... here on the DXY I've been talking about, the DXY is on fire. This is the DXY chart. Look at this thing. I mean, come on. Look at this thing. This thing is vertical. And if you're wondering why crypto has had such a slow start, and you can include the stock market with this, but why crypto has had such a slow start and slow moving lately, because the DXY is so hot. The DXY is suppressing crypto and Bitcoin. If you want to see it visually, it's right here. It's vertical. It's vertical. This is the daily. No, sorry, this is the weekly. Even more ridiculous. It's vertical. And you're floating right now above the 20 and the 55 by a mile with no correction back down like you would typically see, at least this. But typically you're going to come back to the 55 EMA, which you do all the time when it is bullish. When you're moving up here, 55, 55, 55, 55, like I've shown. But what are you doing now? You're floating in the sky. I mean, come on, this is overheated. Other currencies around the world have been going down. They've been heading down while the dollar is strengthening, even though we've printed into oblivion. I believe that it is overheated in the DXY. The dollar is due for a correction. When it corrects, that will be fuel for the crypto market. I'm not changing any of my stances, and we're going to take a look at a couple other things here. The CBBI, like I've shown before, 11 indicators. All these indicators are factored into one score. It's lower than it was months ago, yet the price is higher because, let's go to this drawing here. Because if you look locally, we're still in this triangle, okay? You did fall on a wick out of it here, just slightly, but now you got this green right now. We're still holding this triangle nicely, this ascending triangle of resistance at the top, and then this ascending support line, okay? So still holding that. My point here is, though, this is the weekly. It doesn't matter from the weekly or the daily. You have your lows, or you say they're here, but you have your lows, you have higher lows, and then higher lows. You're still moving in an upward trajectory, okay? Let's go to the daily. That looks like here. Boom, boom. Yes, same thing here. Point being, lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. You're still creating bullish structure. Now, if we go to my original drawing, and which definitely hasn't changed, and we go to the weekly, and then we start to zoom out, there's absolutely nothing here that invalidates my drawing ever. And this is the best drawing in all of crypto, I think, especially when it comes true. But this is the best drawing in all of crypto. If you remember my video before, basically when you look at how the length of time of 1, the length of time of 2, the length of time of 3, the length of time of 4, it is definitely possible that the length of time of 5 will take us to a top somewhere in October where Bitcoin runs. Now, if you listen to somebody like Blockchain Backer, he has a video out today, he believes Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to go down and the altcoin market is going to run without them. As Bitcoin's dominance drops, the crypto altcoin market is going to run without them. Sure, that's possible. That's not my thesis. I do like Blockchain Backer, but that is not my thesis, and that is possible. I've also heard Blockchain Backer talking about Bitcoin going as low as like $2,000, $4,000, below $10,000, well below $10,000. That is not my thesis either. At any rate, here, there's nothing here in this little section here that is invalidating this entire structure. When you look, this structure started in December 2018, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing saying that is broken right now. Not at all. I've also, we'll zoom in here. Let me cover something else here. Now, I've seen the drawings where they show you have this channel here and then you fall, okay? And then you have this channel here and then you fall. And there's people drawing it here and then saying you fall here. There's drawings where you come down into it. This is a giant bear flag, and then you drop that same level down to like 20,000, okay? Also not my thesis. The difference to me here is you're coming up into this channel and zigzagging and then correcting. You're coming up into this channel, consolidating and then correcting, okay? You're coming down into this, even if you were to call that a channel, a rising channel. So different pattern. So that is not my thesis. That is not what I think is going to happen. And just not even looking at on-chain metrics or looking at anything else. I mean, I talked about sentiment and how most are bearish, et cetera, et cetera. At any rate, as far as thinking that this needs another massive correction, I just don't think so. You already had this massive correction from 64K down to 28K, flushed all kinds of people out, liquidates people, lots of people are at a loss. You had this massive correction. And then the same thing here after 69, you had this massive correction, and now it's been sideways and kind of boring, shaking people out. I just don't see the need for another massive correction. I don't see that. That's not my thesis either. So just covering what some other people are showing out there. If you saw my video a while back on the angles of what Bitcoin can do. So I was showing this 59-degree angle trajectory here of wave 3 and of wave 1, that it can move at about 59 degrees. And what I was showing is that even if Bitcoin sits sideways until into May, and then it does the exact same 59-degree angle, that would take Bitcoin to 130, 140, up to 200,000 or so, give or take, in October. And that's factoring in the time length, how long these different waves are, and also the same exact angle. When I pulled out the trend line and I put the angle on it here, for example, right here, this is 62 degrees. And then what I did is I just extrapolated this out and put it in say I put it at the somewhere in this triangle in May, right there. Okay, still just following the exact same angle of wave 3, and wave 5 can be more explosive. It would take you up atop of Bitcoin around October. Okay, so still my thesis. Okay, now the on-chain metrics are very bullish. If we come to the CBBI, peak, like I said, is at the confidence we are at peak is at 33 now, which is pretty low. If you look here, it's getting pretty green. It's not dark green. This is the bear market. This is the peak at 2017. Come down. This is the bear market. So you get that dark green color. How do you get that dark green color? Well, that's just the number. That's when you get closer to 0 on the CBBI. So if it's like between, say the number is, confidence we are at the peak is 0, that would be a very dark green, and it would be something like this here. And so that is a bottom. But again, here you can see it on this chart here. Also, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and waiting still in wave 5, kind of trying to get going here, waiting on that. Getting a little bit more green here, which is nice to see, because Bitcoin is holding price at 40,150, yet we're getting more and more green here, and we went from 36 not too long ago, pretty recently, just weeks ago, to now 33. So the confidence has gotten lower that we were at the peak. We were not at the peak. That means that's bullish to head towards 100, like you would see when this thing turns red. Okay, you got 100 at 20,000 on December 16th, 2017. Okay, so that's very good to see. The bearish sentiment is making me more and more bullish lately. If we look at the MVRV Z-score here, Typically it hits the blue, hits the blue, but typically like here, it hit the blue in the actual bear market, which I don't believe we are in. But good news, we're here. We're close to the blue, nowhere near overheated. The MVRV Z-score is the market cap minus the realized cap over the standard deviation. The MVRV score has historically been very effective in identifying periods where market value is moving unusually high above realized value. These periods are highlighted by the Z-score red line entering the pink box and indicates the top of market cycles. At any rate, we are obviously not close to the pink and we're closer to the blue. The reason why I don't believe we need to come into the blue is because we are not in a bear market. We are correcting wave 4. We tapped it here, and this is wave 2 going down and COVID combined. So that's why I believe we tapped the blue there. If we go back to my original drawing real quick, again, here we wicked pretty low here. But this wave 2 is obviously always down. That's Elliott wave theory, up, down, up, down, up. And so on this wave 2 down, not only was it a wave 2 down, which is a corrective wave 2 and wave 4, the corrective waves. Not only was it a corrective wave, that was when coronavirus was just coming out and people were, the markets were very unstable and people were freaking out March 2020. So you had that, and you tapped the blue here. But where we're at right here, I don't see the need to tap the blue region. Also, guys, in Elliott wave theory, when you have 5 waves, when wave 2 is deep, Elliott wave theory says that wave 4 can be shallow, which it is here. It's relatively shallow. It doesn't need to go deeper, I do not believe. Okay, so we did tap the blue there on wave 2, but right here, over here, I do not believe we need to on wave 4. At any rate, I'm not getting shaken out. I do have cash on the side. If somehow the market does end up going down and it goes lower and lower, I will DCA and I will buy more. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I'm holding everything I have right now. I'm not selling any of it, trying to get in lower. I'm just not doing that. XRP... I know that lawsuit got pushed back. XRP, in my opinion, do not sell it. I believe it is dangerous to sell XRP. A settlement can happen at any point in time. 95% of settlements of these type of cases with the SEC, 95% of these types of cases are settled by a settlement. So what are the odds there? 95% that is going to happen. Blockchain Backer was talking about that on his video today. Anyways, the on-chain metrics are bullish. I'll have to show you more Glassnode later. I don't want this video to get too long. On-chain data is very bullish. Bitcoin is not flowing back onto exchanges and being dumped. It is being held for long periods of time right now, and there's a lot of other on-chain metrics that are bullish. While the sentiment is very bearish and the fear and greed index is down, sounds to me like a perfect time for a rally. Not only that, the DXY is on the clock. The DXY is ticking. The DXY is floating in the sky. Even though the United States has printed the dollar to an oblivion, somehow it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I believe it is artificially high right now. And when that comes down, Bitcoin and the crypto market will move inversely to that. And no, I'm not just making that up. If you take the DXY chart and you invert the chart, you invert the DXY, and then you lay it over the Bitcoin chart, it almost matches perfectly. It is a very close match. Why? Because they move inversely. Bitcoin, which controls the crypto market, and the DXY move opposite. So when the DXY is completely overheated, and I believe it's artificially way too high, and that thing, the clock is ticking for it to correct, when that corrects, that will be fuel for Bitcoin and the crypto market moving forward. Anyways, guys, I'm going to keep covering more stuff. Do not sell your XRP. The selling time for XRP will be after the case is settled. Like Blockchain Backer said, if XRP is $10 to $13, later this year, early 2023, and then the case settles, that's the time to sell it right then and there, because the settlement will be over, and that is the perfect storyline for euphoria, for retail to get in it at those high prices, and they're going to get dumped on, I believe. So I agree with blockchain backer on that. Very, very, very contrarian thought process. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I'm staying patient. Yeah, it sucks. We all wanted to make money months ago, but that's just not how it works. And you have to stay patient, level-headed, non-emotional, and you just have to wait it out. I've told you what I'm personally doing with everything I have, and it is what it is. There's a lot more stuff I could show you on Twitter that's very bullish from all kinds of different analysts. But I do believe the stock market is going to run again. It's going to have one more run in it, and so is the crypto market. It's all going to run again one more time, and that's when you're going to get the euphoria. And when it gets to the top, that's when everyone is going to be very bullish at the top. The people that are bearish right now are going to be bullish at the top, and that's the time to just get out of most of your positions. So anyways, that's all I can say for today, guys. Anyways, nice talking to you guys today. Smash up the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you liked the video. I'm going to keep trying to make some better and better videos for you. I will be going full-time on this soon. Just give me a second. And the content is going to get much, much, much better. So give it a second. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, press a 1 down below if you made it this far. That's I appreciate it if you made it this far. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.